What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm dressed up nice today. I was just doing a appearance on the Paul Barron channel. That's going to be uploaded on Paul Barron's channel relatively soon. Wanted to give you guys an update, kind of what I've been doing lately. I want to show you kind of over the last, I don't know, 10, 12 days. So did really well. So essentially I took a lit USD long. I'll show you that in just a second. And then I took an ETH long as well. These are all basically swing trades. And then doubled the current ETH long, which I think that's going to still do well, you know, kind of a risk-free trade there. And then I got stopped out on this meme coin, but I got some new trades in. I'm not going to show you that, it would be unfair for the paying people in the Discord on this one, but got some new trades in, or one new trade in, the XRP one here. But if you guys want more info on that, like stop loss, take profits, check out the Discord down below where I post all that stuff and I try to answer all your guys' questions. If you tag me in there and we do a voice chat, you know, I try to do it at least once a week there for you guys as well. So check it out. But yeah, Bitcoin looks pretty good right now. I'm happy with, you know, the way all of these trades are going at this very moment. And essentially, if you guys are interested in trading Bydfi, this promo is ending in 4 days for the trade to unlock Bitcoin bonuses. And Kcex has been the newest exchange that I've been using, and it's been really good in terms of fees. And they list a lot of stuff on there, so you can lose money trading meme coin. No, I'm just kidding. But Ansem, I did get stopped out in a trade. We'll talk about the Cash Cat. That one's on here too, which if I was a gambling man, I'd say buying that now and selling it at the end of the month may work. I'm not the biggest gambler though, so I'm probably not going to do that. But that would be, you know, if I had to, try to potentially do that. So yeah, but this is a really good exchange in terms of fees. They're kind of like a non-KYC version of MXC essentially, and they list a lot of stuff, which is good. So there's utility there. And then Toobit's doing 11 days more for this promo with the token there. So every exchange has got its, pros and cons and all that. So yeah, let's get right into the analysis, and those links are down below for those exchanges. And I give you one free month in the Discord if you sign up to any of those exchanges and deposit at least $100. Just make sure you open your support ticket in the Discord in the support ticket area with your UID, and we'll give you a free month. We'll get you sorted. So yeah. Bitcoin right now, I think it's inevitable this month. 70 to 74K is my goal. Money flow is coming up. This is looking really good right here. Everything's looking really good. So essentially that could be, what we're looking at right here. I think it's, summer could be kind of boring. It could take its little time. Maybe it'll come back down to 61 before that happens. But I think ultimately 70 to 74K looks good. Probably sooner rather than later. I think July is going to be a good month. July is historically a bullish month for Bitcoin too, as a lot of you guys, I'm sure, know. If we look at Ethereum as well, Ethereum, like the first thing I want to actually show you is ETH versus Bitcoin, looking great in the 2 week. That's good enough for me to get into some Ethereum spot, hold some Ethereum spot. You always need an invalidation point. The invalidation point is essentially losing the main lows. I don't think we're going to lose them, and I'm optimistic that 3 week looks good. There's more that looks good than looks bad, so good enough for me right now to be in some ETH. ETH, I think, is going to jump up to 2,000, hopefully even 2,400 potentially, but I think 2,000 is a really good goal, and I think, this really should continue to outperform Bitcoin. If it loses these lows here, that 1,500, that's no bueno. I would probably convert to Bitcoin at that point because it's not, we need to be making higher lows. We made some higher lows here. We need to be making higher lows. That's what I want here. But so far, looks good. I'm optimistic. I think this can, obviously continue forward. The other thing, too, that I wanted to show you guys, so Bitcoin versus, this is just against Micron, for example, big area. So I think there's a big transition from kind of your semiconductors and that type of stuff over to Bitcoin. I would definitely be converting to Bitcoin right now. I think that's easily a good trade to be made. The other thing too, obviously, Robinhood, we were talking about on Paul Barron, and I think this should, it looks a little weaker than some other cryptos and Bitcoin probably, but it should generally in the kind of next couple of years do a 2 or 3x, probably similar to the performance against Bitcoin. And obviously there's talk about it because of the Robinhood chain, who had too many O's. But yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's generally underperformed it a lot, but I think that, yeah, if I had to pick between, I'd pick Bitcoin over this. I think, I think Bitcoin should turn around. I mean, it's a little bit early on your 2 week, but not even that early because your money flows starting to come up here. So early in terms of the VWAP, but money flow is not too bad. So I'd probably rather be in Bitcoin right now. I don't know if it's gonna, bleed completely against it. But I think both of them will probably do pretty well over the next 2-3 years. Solana right now, this is Solana versus ETH. I mean, I'm in both. I got more ETH than Solana personally. At this very moment, I think there's an argument to be made this should jump. I mean, I guess it could continue to bleed. Solana I think is going to come up too. And then this looks good in the 2-week. You got that 2-week bull div. You didn't even get that yet on Bitcoin. So there is that. And I think Solana should break up to the highs here, 90, 97 or whatnot, that kind of area. So yeah, that's the main thing there. And then, right to that point, yeah, bull div here, Sol versus Bitcoin. So I think it's good. I think Solana is a pretty good thing too. Now, a couple other ones I was looking at, and these I would be obviously much more careful with than, Uniswap looks pretty good. This may continue forward. I don't like these ones that have lost momentum since 2021. Most things that have been in a bear market theoretically since 2021 probably won't come back. Aave too, but they do look good in the short term. They probably will, jump up in the short term. For example, I wanted to look at Hyperliquid as well quickly here. And yeah, I mean, this should continue potentially jumping up to 96. I think it'll eventually get there. That's the big thing there. I do think Sol might be able to outperform Hyperliquid in the second half of this year, though. Jupiter as well should eventually break up to 32 cents. So those still look decent. JTO is another one that people have talked about. Forget what this does, but this could potentially keep going forward and follow up a trajectory, maybe a 3x up to 180. Obviously, a much riskier play. I want to talk about the elephant in the room, Cash Cat, and now it's coming back up here. So if I was a betting man, and I usually am not that much of a betting man, usually that's how a gambling man, usually that's how you lose money, but depending on your definition of gambling, I would say anything meme coin related is gambling. But I think this can continue forward until the end of July, potentially. Getting into this dip, there's something here. So, something like this with, your stop loss price should be here and then try to ride this up a lot, it could keep going theoretically. So that's the main view I have there. And then let's move on to something crypto related that I think looks really good right now. Circle, look at this. Look at that major area jumping. Good decent fundamentals, some good news coming out. I think this can jump. Circle looks really good right now. I like this. Against Bitcoin, it looks great. This looks great probably against freaking everything you can imagine right now. Even ETH, yeah, big area right there, potentially jumping. So that's what I'm liking there, looking good. So this market generally, looks pretty good overall. If I, in terms of the meme coins too, I just had a thought, if I was to choose between Ansem and Cash Cat, I would pick Cash Cat. I would definitely pick Cash Cat. I think Ansem's not gonna. I would pick Cash Cat, but again, I feel like I've lost enough money over the years trying to go long on meme tokens. I mean, most of them do end up just looking like this. You know what I mean? Like Trump coin, you zoom out, that 2-week it only goes down. So that's the problem. I mean, there wasn't many momentum plays to long this. At least that played out. So that's what happens with most of them. So obviously be careful. But that's what I'm looking at right now, guys. Market looks, pretty good. Last thing I'll talk about, two things that look pretty good right now. ServiceNow, I think will continue. I got a position in this. I think this is going to continue forward. And then Open Door as well looks pretty good. That should be able to easily get up to maybe 6 something. That looks like it's breaking upward. So I think that's going to be pretty good as well. So yeah, guys, if you want more info on some of these trades and all that and what my portfolio is looking at, check out the Discord down below. Where I post all these setups in advance. And if you want one free month in there, if you guys are interested in trading, check out Bydfi, check out Kcex, check out Toobit, or any of the links down below for the exchanges. They all got pros and cons. There's all some good things. Yeah, check it out down below and make sure you sign up, deposit at least $100. So I'll give you one free month in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. If you do so, just make sure you open a support ticket in there with your UID. So yeah, guys, hope you have a good one. Goodbye.